Yeah, so I'm recording some new video for today. What is today? November 9th, 2022. Just trying to, do some new video every day. So, it's like, okay, it's just some video for the nobody. No, no one's watching this. Maybe one day they'll watch. It's usually the way. So I was like, alright. It's more for my enjoyment. I like watching me. It's like, it's like you don't get to see us. So I was like, how am I like? Let me see how I look like. I see how I act, how I sound. And I'll watch it. Interesting. I'm a very interesting person, I guess. So what can we talk about in this little bit of video? I don't know. Do I talk about music? It's not like I know a lot of music. I mean, cover songs. I know some cover songs, and I think when I first started songwriting, I learned to write songs by learning other people's songs because you also happen to learn chords because you'll learn the song, but then there's some crazy chords in there. You'll be like, like the regular chords, E, A, but then you get some weird kind of chord, diminished chords or augmented chords, and then you go, okay, well, how do you play that chord? And you gotta learn. So now you know how to play that chord. So when I write my own song, I can put that chord in there. So I'm looking for a chord to put in there. I go, maybe I'll use that augmented chord, diminished chord, suspended chord. I also know sus chords. Sus. They're not really sus though. Sus 2, sus 4, sus 1, sus 2, sus 3. No. So yeah, so you learn these chords and you write your own songs, and that's the way you do it. That's how I learned. And then you got your own style. Like most people copy someone else's style. I don't, because I don't know. I have this thing against copying thing. I don't want to be like other people. I don't want to copy them. I don't want to, what I mean. Sometimes you got a flavor of someone else's song, and that's cool. You go, well, because it's something you like, and you go, a position that you like, and you go, oh yeah, a little bit of that flavor. I want that in there because I like their song. So it's like one song with a little bit of that flavor in it. It's like what like with the Beatles did, like Paul did with like Lay 'Em Down. It's kind of like a Fats Domino flavor, and you got like I'm Down, which has like a little rigid flavor. Come Together has a Chuck Berry flavor. Revolution has kind of a Chuck Berry kind of flavor too. But it's like that little opening little thing. That sounds like a Chuck Berry kind of a thing. He liked that kind of beginning kind of thing. So Revolution kind of like kind of like a Chuck Berry kind of thing. And so why not? So in my song, do I have that? Maybe. I don't really try to copy anybody, but I've used different kinds of things. I use like Buddy Holly chords on a song called Your Jealousy. You got the E, A, B kind of thing. Ding, 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 that's the progression. It works well for the song. You can't even tell the Buddy Holly progression. It just kind of sounds like me. So it's cool. There's a few songs where I've kind of used there's someone that I like thing, but it doesn't sound like them. So because most of the things I do, it sounds like me, and it's good to sound like you. If you sound like someone else or can sing like someone else, at some point, sometimes I'm gonna say you sound like them, or you kind of copy them. And that's not necessarily a good thing, especially when you're trying to be original. The point in music is to be original. You want to be original. So when someone says you sound like someone else, or it's like, I don't know. You can take that as a compliment or take it as like, you're good at mimicking someone else, or you're just naturally not original because you sound like someone else. Usually, people who sound like someone else tend to be everything else about someone else. They tend to be, original people tend to sound original. Like Bob Dylan, he's an original songwriter. He writes original, and he sounds like just like him. But then later on, people try to copy him. And then you got like other people like Elvis Costello. He's just original guy. And he sounds like Elvis Costello. No one else sounds like that. Even Paul McCartney. He's an original guy, and he sounds like Paul McCartney. No one sounds like that. But then, just the Beatles in general. No one sound like that. But then afterwards, everybody started trying to sound like them because everybody wanted to copy them. But of course, they were the trendsetters. Be the trendsetter. Don't be the copy. Be the trendsetter. That's the best way to be. So yeah, so that's how I am. I sing like me. I don't sound like anybody else. Even my singing doesn't sound. I can I'm just naturally sounding like me. Even when I try to copy someone else, I still sound like me. You know what I mean? So same thing with my music. It's me. It's original. It's I mean, just because that's usually a characteristic. There's one thing that's original about you, then usually the whole package is original. You know what I mean? So, and if there's one thing that sounds like everybody else, also, then usually everything else in the package is gonna be like everybody else. It's usually the way it works. I think sometimes not, but sometimes so, and who knows. But yeah, it's a good time talking here. We have a good time, don't we? Yes, we do. We have fun. It's fun times. Yeah, yeah.